The key thing about this recipe is this step here, which is adding half a teaspoon of matcha powder and shake, giving it that nice green matcha feels. There is something about matcha powder electrostatic charge, whatnot, where a small amount of powder can coat a lot of popcorn. Ooh, this matcha powder turned out to look quite pretty. It is what I hoped it looked like, at least. That nice green matcha feel. So just like my peanut butter popcorn video, I will include the nice recipe list towards the end of the video for you guys. So check that video out if you haven't already. Okay, I think this matcha popcorn is photo shoot worthy as well. I want to buy all the matcha wood aesthetic stuffs like the wooden matcha whisk, wooden matcha spoon for this. Alright, let's have a look on Amazon. My god, it's so expensive. Okay, right now I also feel somewhat paralyzed by the choice overload and needing to find the cheapest option. Do I really need to own these things? The answer is no. Okay, yep. I really do not need to buy these things since I'm not using them often. It will be one of those expenses where the object will just be growing dust in your home and taking up space, you know? But I still want to do my fancy matcha popcorn photo shoot. A day in life of utilizing resources. Google matcha whisk, matcha spoon, matcha teapot. Print them, make them standable. You want something, you just print it. You know those expenses where the sake of owning it makes you happy? So just print them and don't buy them. Buying them only gives you temporary happiness and long-term annoyance because they grow dust, take up space, drains your wallet unnecessarily, and increases item production leading to global waste. Okay, yay! I can do my matcha popcorn photo shoot right now. Cue in the pretty matcha popcorn! You know, even this mini bowl here, I didn't buy it. I took it from the airplane. And after all my effort into making this look nice, my friend says, this looks like cannabis. Well, I'm today years old that cannabis looks like this. This is popcorn, okay? Popcorn! Okay, enough of me being hyped on my own and let's get into making these goodies. Start off with the cookware again. A big pot with a lid, saucepan, measuring cups and spoons, spatula, glass jars or containers to fill them with popcorn later. Next are the ingredients that you will need, and they are corn kernels, oil or butter, sugar, salt, and matcha powder. Only 5 ingredients. So let's begin with the process. Start off by arranging your jars nicely so that you can fill it up with popcorn later. Heat up the big pot as high heat as possible, and while you wait for the pot to heat up, get all the other ingredients and cookware out and heat the saucepan at high heat too. After that, add oil or butter into the pot and even it out. Next, add in the corn kernels into the pot and remember to close the lid because these corn kernels will go popping everywhere. Also, give the pot a good shake. Once the corn kernels start to turn into popped corn, turn the saucepan heat to half the high heat to reduce the chance of the sugar burning later. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar into the saucepan and let it melt. Next, add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For the lazy people, I would say that this step is optional, and actually that brings you to only 4 ingredients for this recipe. Anyways, next I'll give you 2 options here. The first option is to get that not sweet compliment from your auntie uncles, which is 1 teaspoon of matcha powder. The second option is, if you'd like it to be sweeter, half a teaspoon of matcha powder. Recipe list at the end of the video, so don't worry about getting all this. Mix the melted sugar with the matcha popcorn, and next you can use the measuring cups to add 1.5 cups of popcorn into the saucepan. Mix them thoroughly, and I would say take time to do this so that there's an even distribution. Okay, so I would like to state that it is very important that you let the sugar melt first, then only add the matcha powder, or else the sticky paste can't form nicely, which will result in less effective coating of the matcha paste onto the popcorn. Here, because my saucepan is small, I will repeat this several times, but basically 1 tablespoon of sugar plus 1/4 teaspoon of salt plus 1 teaspoon of matcha powder for the not sweet people, or 1/2 teaspoon for sweeter taste, plus 1.5 cups of popped popcorn is the right ratio to go. And that is about 1 serving of snack. Anyways, I will include the nice recipe list at the end of the video. After the popcorn is cooled, add 1/2 teaspoon of matcha powder to the popcorn and give it a shake. The reason for this is because, as you guys can see, the paste doesn't have that green matcha color. So you might be wondering, since I'm adding the matcha powder in the end, do I actually really have to put the matcha powder into the melted sugar when making the popcorn? The answer is yes. I have experimented this, and this is the conclusion. Adding the matcha powder with the melted sugar makes the popcorn somewhat more infused with the matcha taste, and therefore everything will taste better. So because of this, don't fill your popcorn into bowls and put them into containers instead because of the shaking step. Don't be like me here, using a bowl, then a container, adding another thing to wash in your kitchen, and lowering the quality of your life. And there is one more final step: sharing them with your friends. If you didn't, you did not complete this recipe, okay? Comment down matcha lover if you love matcha, and as promised, the nice list of everything. Remember to screenshot this thingy. I'm excited to continue the reveal of all the popcorn flavors, and I've got some interesting suggestions of popcorn flavors to create, like salted egg flavor, Marmite, coffee, and macadamia nut. Any other ideas that you have? Do let me know down below, and comment me if you look forward to their reveal as well. And what flavor of popcorn are you excited to see next? Do let me know down below too. Please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel because it really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!